This video was meant for you. You are supposed to see this video because there's something that you're going through right now in your life that's actually happening for your benefit. It's actually leading you towards your wish fulfilled. And it's something that you may look at as an obstacle or something that's contradicting your manifestation or your wish fulfilled, but really it's not. It's actually happening for your benefit and it's leading you towards your wish fulfilled. It may seem like it's contradicting things, and it's things that you're going through that you're very uncomfortable and it seems like it's not going your way. But really those things are happening to develop you. They're changing your concept of yourself. They're making you more conscious. They're making you more resilient. They're making you more powerful. They're getting you to that level. And when you, and not if, but when you get to your wish fulfilled, you get to your dream life and desire, you're going to look back and you're going to laugh because you're going to say to yourself that if those things didn't happen to me, if those obstacles didn't come to me through my life and I didn't have to endure those things, then I wouldn't be the person that I am today in accomplishing the things that I have created today. And the reason why I can come here to you in this video and tell you these things is because I have endured those things. I have gone through those things. I spent almost 10 years in prison wondering what the heck is going on with my manifestation and my concept of self, shifting my identity. What is going on? Why am I going through these things? Even though I'm visualizing correctly, I'm creating different things, I'm studying, I'm bettering myself, I'm heading in the right direction, I'm doing all the right things. Why is all this happening to me? But now I look back at those events and those things that have happened to me, the traumas and the horrible events that I thought were happening to me, those were my superpower. All of those things created the version of me now that can help so many people and provide value and service to the world. And in order for me to tell you what you're going through is actually getting you and leading you towards your wish fulfilled, because I've experienced that to happen. And I wanted to make this video to tell you this, that if you're going through trials and tribulations and difficulties and obstacles, that all of those things are happening right now for your benefit, for your benefit. Those things are your superpower because you are chosen. You have been chosen by yourself because you are an actual particle of God, and you're becoming more powerful minute by minute, second by second. You are becoming more powerful of a creator because of these obstacles, because of these hardships that you're going through. So just because you're going through some trials and tribulations and some hardships does not mean that you should stop. I never stopped. I continued to endure the situation and try to find the positive aspects of that and change and improve myself in the inner world. But I continued to visualize. I continued to develop the muscle of my mind. I continued to grow. And it's very important for you not to stop just because these little things are happening. These things are happening for your benefit, and they're taking you to that next level. And when you get there, you are going to see that. You are going to laugh at the situation when you look back on what you're going through now. You're going to tell yourself, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, now I finally understand why I had to go through this, and this in order to become the version of me that I was imagining myself to be. Because you're creating these things to happen to you. If you see yourself as a multimillionaire or you see yourself as a very successful person and your current concept of self that you're transforming into a new one isn't developed to that point where you can sustain that kind of wealth, then you're going to have to go through this, and this in order to become more conscious, to raise and shift your identity. These things are happening for your benefit. You have to endure. You have to learn to overcome these obstacles. You have to learn to strategize and negotiate and network and communicate and do things that make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. But those things are getting you to your wish fulfilled. And without those things, you're not going to be able to get there. And you're going to see that in the end. You're going to look back. When I look back now, I say to myself, if I wouldn't have gone through that, there's no way that I could be doing the things that I'm doing now. I had to go through all of these things. in order to get me to that level, for the natural feeling to take place. Because the natural part of your manifestation will come to you in its own natural way. And when it feels natural to you, and you have to raise your state of consciousness up in order for that to feel natural. So you're going through the things you're going through now because of your current concept of self shifting into your new concept of self through your visualization. And however long that takes, that's what it's going to take. But the most important part about this is that you don't stop. It's important to start with studying the law of assumption and mastering the art of assumption, but it's more important never to stop using it, stop developing it. Remember, it's like learning a new language. You're developing yourself, you're learning the new language. And as you go, you get better and better and better. And eventually you are fluent in that language, or you are fluent in the law of assumption. And also, I want to share with you something out of the Master Key System by Charles Haanel that I absolutely love. And I read this all of the time because it gets me back into the proper feeling states of where I need to be when I'm going through difficulties and harmonies and obstacles. Difficulties in harmonies and obstacles indicate that we are either refusing to give out what we no longer need or refusing to accept what we require. So if there are difficulties in harmonies and obstacles in your life, they are indicating that you are refusing to accept what you require in order to get your level of concept of self to raise, to get to that next identity that has the natural feeling states of having your manifestations and everything that you desire. So remember this, either you are refusing to give out what you no longer need or refusing to accept what you require to get to the next level. So as you're going through these obstacles, trials, tribulations in your life, remember these things. Remember these. This is what truly helps me when I'm going through them, because now when there's an obstacle and now when there's a difficulty or something that I'm going through that just isn't going my way, I realize that this is something that I need to be able to learn how to overcome to get me to the next level, to my next vision, my next imaginary act, or the imaginary act I've created in my mind, seeing myself as something different or seeing myself as someone different. This is happening in order to get me there. And this is something that I require to be able to learn how to overcome this in order to get to the end vision, the wish fulfilled, the thing that I saw myself doing or the things I saw myself having. Those things that I saw myself having require me to learn how to do these things. So the things that are coming to me, the subconscious mind's bringing me these things in order for me to learn how to overcome them to get to that next level. And that's why I wanted to make this video for you today, because there's probably something you're going through. There's definitely something you're going through today. And you need to know that that's happening for your benefit. It's leading you towards your wish fulfilled. And you need to change your mindset when you look at it. This is not something that's holding you back from your manifestations. This is not something that is showing you that you're not doing your manifestation techniques right. This is something that is leading you towards your wish fulfilled because you have landed your imaginary act. You have impressed the subconscious mind with a new version of yourself. And now the subconscious mind says, what do I have to put in this person's life in order for them to get to that level that they saw themselves as? So always remember that when you're going through the obstacles, that it's all happening for your benefit, and you change your view and you shift in that moment, and it's actually leading you there. And you can even use these things for gratitude later, okay? Like the trials and tribulations, the hardships that you're going through now. I do this, okay? When I go through like my gratitude crash course, when I use gratitude in my own life, I take my mind back to prison when I wasn't free. All the things that I didn't have, how rough it was, and how I was so limited, and you can't even walk outside when you want to get fresh air. You can't just go into your refrigerator and grab something to eat whenever you want. You're lucky if there's cold water to drink, or if there's water at all to drink. There's so many things that you're limited. You can't do anything that you want to do when you want to do it. You have to wait for someone else to allow you to do it for you. There's no freedom in prison, okay? So I use that as gratitude now. Whenever I'm feeling like my life is low now, I go right back to when I was in prison and say, geez, my life is so good now. so good. And sometimes I take that for granted, and I just quickly go back and get into that state of gratitude, and it just lifts my spirits up like so quickly. And I get into the really, really good feeling state. So as you go through these trials and tribulations, now you're going to have that superpower to use later in your life when you overcome everything and you realize that you had to go through all those things to get to where you are now. All that stuff's going to be your superpower. You can use it for gratitude, and it can power you up anytime that you want. And I use that all the time. So never forget and always remember that your obstacles, trials, tribulations, all the hardships you're going through, that is your superpower. All the traumas from your past, everything that's happened is your superpower, and that's what makes you great. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.